I welcome you to my channel today. And today we want to look at things to do to cure and reduce high BP in elderly people or people in over 50 or 40 years and above. Somebody said, my mom is suffering from BP issue, and what can I do naturally? So we have decided to put things together. And I also received a message that somebody said, what can I use to treat or reduce high BP naturally? And so when you talk about reducing BP naturally, it means that the person wants to probably don't want to use too much of tablets or prescription tablets, but once there are some natural things we can do. Mind you, BP is not an ailment that you just continue to take prescription drugs, but I believe that naturally it can be cured. And I would like you to know some few things about BP to them before we go to talking about the cure and reducing the high BP issue. Do you know that BP is caused by not eating the right meal? You know, if you are over age 50 years, and I believe that, and if you are not eating healthily, probably you are eating the wrong meal. At 50 years and above, you are still eating junks, you are still eating animal fats, you are still taking sugary drinks. That's not the best option. And another thing is stress also. Don't overstress yourself, even at high age. So if you are exposed to too much of stress, then it can cause BP. An uncle of mine had BP the other time, and he said that it has caused stress, and also being overweight also. I mean, like big stomach, big tummy, and you are getting overweight. And if you look at your BMI, coupled with the fact you make your calculations and it's bigger, then it's that. Then another anxiety also. Anxiety is also a factor that contributes to you having a high BP. Then I talk about the bad feeding habits. Then the rough lifestyle. Lifestyle also tells more about how you live your life, taking alcohol, nightclubs, and all those things can also lead to BP. Then excessive thinking also, when you worry too much, anxiety, you worry about school fees, you worry about your condition, you worry and maybe like somebody died and all this, you are putting too much of, coupled with the fact that you are probably overweight. Another thing that people don't know about BP that causes BP is the hereditary. It can be passed from parent to the offspring. So if your daddy or your mommy had BP, there's possibility. Yes, like I said, it's been passed from parent to the offspring. So if your mommy or your daddy died of hypertension, or somebody died of BP, or they have BP, not seeing the BP right now, there's possibility that you can actually have this one. What do you do? The best thing you need to see your doctor, complain to your doctor, and if you don't have a complaint, as long as somebody you know had the BP, then go see your doctor. Let him run a check on you, not run a test on you, so that you can actually do what you want to do and get to know your blood pressure rate and the condition of yourself. So there are some natural things you can do if you are suffering from high BP. They are natural cure, they are natural phenomenon, they are natural things that don't cost you money, and that don't involve you subscribing to something or paying high for it. And these things, we are going to look at them one after the other. And some of them are in form of food. Now, the first one we are going to look at is consumption of that garlic. Garlic is good. It helps reduce high blood pressure. I saw somebody eating garlic the other time. Although the fact that garlic smell doesn't mean that it doesn't work. So what do you do with garlic? At times you cook it, add it into your food, or you cut it into pieces. Cut it into pieces, chop, and probably I've seen people also. There are different. There's how you can take garlic. You can take it anyhow. You can eat it raw. You can drink it, process it into juice form, or you just take it, cut into pieces and eat it. And that's that. Then the next one is ginger. Also, ginger is also a very good one. So you can put garlic and ginger together. It helps to reduce your blood pressure. So if you have BP, then another thing that you can do. And another food items, or more of natural home remedies, one of the natural things you can do to reduce your BP if you have BP issue is cucumber. You can eat it raw. What do you do to cucumber? Make cucumber your best fruit, because it doesn't contain sugar, it doesn't contain salt, it doesn't contain anything. So you just have to just eat it raw. Learn to eat it many times in a week, many times per day, or eat it one daily. What is cucumber? Cucumber is just a fiber fruit that is, apart from reducing blood pressure, it also aids digestion as well. So all these things can help you out, reduce your blood pressure. And another thing, if you want to cure or reduce your high blood pressure in elderly people of over 50 years naturally, is you can go for unripe fruits. Peel them, divide them into water, and break them to water, and use them as breakfast. And example is unripe pawpaw. You can take unripe pawpaw, unripe plantain, and peel them and divide them, put them in water, and take the water and juice. It helps, because I've seen people take unripe pawpaw, and I've seen people take unripe plantain as well, which is very good. And based on what people have been using for as a natural home remedy to cure and reduce high BP in elderly people of over age 50, and with what I've seen more is guava leaf. Somebody said, then how do you use this guava leaf? You have to boil it. After boiling it, you just drink it like herb. Take it once a day and begin to check your blood pressure. Another one that sounds very high, very well, that I've seen people use, and I use this for my uncle that had BP at that time. It also works for stroke. Is sandpaper leaf. Sandpaper leaf, the sandpaper plant. Just pluck the leaf, wash it, boil it, and drink it. You can take it every night. You can take it every morning. It is highly medicinal and helps to reduce BP in the body. So all those things they are natural phenomena. They can treat them naturally. You don't need to take drugs. You don't need to buy drugs. You don't need to go for therapy or X-ray or all those things for that. Then you can also combine bitter leaf and scent leaf. Boil them together and drink. If you take bitter leaf and scent leaf also, it helps. Do that for many times, and I'm very sure within 2 weeks you're beginning to see the changes there. This one is not a leaf, but you need to be happy. You need to watch comedies. You need to make yourself happy. Free your mind. When you free your mind, it works. And I tell people that one of the things that keep people is depression, worries. Everybody have their own worries. You are not the only one on this game. So just find a way of taking worries out of your mind. Be happy. Watch TV. Watch some sports. Watch musical videos. Listen to comedies, and just make yourself free. And that's what. And you also need to reduce your salt and sugar intake. Reduce salt and sugar intake. If you are the person that eats salt excessively, what's the role of salt in the body? It helps also. It helps in the blood pressure of the heart, and it's becoming too much. When you take too much of salt, it adds problem to the heartbeat, because it disturbs the osmotic pressure of the heart. So reduce your salt intake and also sugar intake. What's sugar? Sugar can be in form of when it's too much, because it's a carbohydrate anyway, so it can be in form of, when it becomes too much, it stores as glycogen, which is a fatty component, and can make you fat and affect blood circulation all over the body. So if you have this BP or high BP issue, learn to reduce your salt and sugar intake. It will work. It takes a long way, and that is that. So by the time you do that for a week or 2 weeks, then you come back to us, use the comment box, then you share your experience with others. Mind, you also need to talk to your doctor about that. Then you also need to go away from caffeinated drinks or caffeine generally. Somebody had BP and is telling us he's taking caffeinated drink as well. No, it doesn't go well with the heart, because it's going to trigger the blood pressure. So if you don't want your blood pressure triggered, then you have to get away from caffeinated drinks or caffeinated materials. On coffee is an example of these caffeinated drinks. The coffee is very high in caffeine, so you can also do that. Then I've also seen people take this cayenne pepper with warm water. When you take cayenne pepper with water, it also suppresses that. And another one is snail water. Snail seems disgusting. This water that comes out of snail, but it's very good. When our uncle had stroke the other time, his stroke is as a result of high BP, and I told him that, uncle, what are the treatment that the doctor recommended for you when you went for the tradomedical? He said they asked him to drink snail water because it's very effective in bringing down the blood pressure. So he took snail water and the sandpaper leaf together, and it works. So when you take snail water is also, and then some people have been using aloe vera, avocado seed, and okra seed also. So, and please don't forget, I said you can also take unripe fruits like unripe pawpaw and plantain and all this. Then some people also use original honey. If you're taking original honey, because original honey doesn't have sugar, but the original honey is also from animal, from ant, and which is very good. For somebody who is elderly, who is above age 50 and want to treat high blood pressure or want to reduce the blood pressure, they can also take avocado or pear daily. Just take it as your normal fruit. Take avocado or pear daily. It's one of the natural ways of reducing high blood pressure. It's one of the natural ways of lowering BP in elderly people. So this blood pressure thing, you need to just reduce it, because Christmas is coming, and I've seen people also take snail water with milk as well. Somebody said when you take snail water with milk, it works for her. And please, you can also try that, because snail water is highly medicinal. And I've seen moringa seeds as well, because moringa seed is also good. You cook it, you boil it, and you take it like herbs. And I think all these things together, you just have to consider all of them. Then you need to look at walking exercise. If you cannot do cardio exercise because of your size, because of your age, because of your weight, please go for walking exercise. Walk many times per day. walk around the neighborhood, walk around the house, walk on the street, and take your walk to work because it's very good. Walking ensures blood are well circulated around your body, and it helps reduce high blood pressure or hypertension as well. So please, in all these things, don't forget to see your doctor or cardiologist so that I can give you more advice on. So in summary, we have talked about walking exercise, we have talked about using moringa seed, snail water with milk, we have talked about avocado pepper, we are talking about honey, we are talking about unripe fruits like pawpaw and plantain, aloe vera, avocado seed, and okra seeds. And we also talk about snail water, we talk about cayenne pepper, we talk about you reducing salt in foods, Maggi, and also we need to talk about your low intake of sugar. And I also said you need to be happy, but you can combine bitter leaf and scent leaf, boil together and drink. It reduces, and sandpaper leaf as well, guava leaf, unripe pawpaw, cucumber, and garlic. Do all these things and you'll be fine. Please subscribe to this channel so you can actually get some more information about home remedies, about anything that relates to health. See you in our next post.